Hello.
I'm in public now, so the video quality might not be the best, but here I go. Wanted to film today a little and talk a little bit about what's going on and in my life a little. I took a sick leave today. I'm still a little sick. I'm at a cafe now. Like I said, I took a sick leave today. I'm a little unwell, physically and mentally in both ways. Oh my god, the birds are going crazy today. Okay, fast forward about what has been going on. This is my 5th month since I started working. I found this job. I started working in November, and this month is exactly the 5th month since I started working, and quite a lot of realizations have happened this past 5 months. One of the biggest realizations, I guess, that happened this past 5 months is that I am not an office person. I don't think I am. I don't think I'm someone who can thrive in an office environment to begin with. I'm still trying to figure out how my life can go from here. I have an office job, 9 to 5. I usually go to office at 7 o'clock. And that makes me having to leave around 3:30, which most of the time I cannot because I have so much work to do. One of the pain points that I have about my work is that we just need more people to work. We just don't have enough people to work in the office. In my team, there are 3 people, including myself. And I know for sure, after 5 months of working in this team, I know for sure this is not 3 people job. There has to be at least 5 people in the team for this specific division that I'm working for. We are only 3 people, and 2 of us, we just started working pretty recently. One has been there for quite a long time, and I joined the team in November. The other person, he joined early this year. Yeah, but that's definitely one of the realizations. We are definitely understaffed. We need more people to work for the division, to work for the team. We just don't have it. So hence I end up working a lot more than I'm supposed to. Even though I had a great weekend last weekend, my boyfriend came over to Frankfurt. We were able to spend quite some quality time. We enjoyed our weekend together, and then he went back to Cologne, and then I stayed here. I live here for now. I've been here for 3 years and a half now. And then Monday came. I worked, and then what happened was I got a little sick over the weekend. I think the symptoms started happening in the evening of Sunday, and then by Monday morning I was sick. I was just not well, and then I still went to work. It wasn't extremely bad. I still went to work. I worked. Things got bad. I started shivering a lot more. I started having more fever yesterday, and muscle aches. On top of that, I started feeling really bad mentally. I stopped just talking to my colleagues. My colleagues are really nice. They would just come to my desk and then they would talk to me, and then I was able to barely respond. I was basically ghosting them on their face, in their face more like. I was not responding in a very respectful manner. I was just tired, was sick, mentally not really well. So yeah, that's what happened. I was supposed to leave at 3:30, definitely before 4, but I ended up working until 6 o'clock. I was on my way home, extremely tired, extremely sick. I called my boyfriend. He was like, "You need to take a sick leave tomorrow." And I was like, "I probably won't. I'm not that sick." He was like, "Do it. Text your team lead." I was like, "I won't do it." But he was like, "Listen, you should choose yourself. You should take care of yourself. Do it." I literally started crying. I was crying on the street. I was crying until I got home, and it was awful. But then I realized that, you know what, I'm sick. I'll take a sick leave. Because he gave me this amazing idea that just, take a sick leave. You are sick, physically and mentally. Take some day off. and there was this voucher, like a massage voucher that I got from his parents on Christmas last year as a Christmas gift. He was like, take a sick leave, use that voucher, go to the massage shop, get a massage. And I was like, that is not a bad idea. That is literally not a bad idea. That is a great idea for the fact that I am not doing very well mentally and physically. And so did that. I texted my team lead. I also texted one of my colleagues in my team that I'm taking a sick leave tomorrow, which is the first ever sick leave that I've ever taken ever since I started this job 5 months ago. I just ordered coffee after the massage. I just ordered this as well. I forgot the name of it in Portuguese, but I will remember what it's called. You know, it's so funny. I took a sick leave. I wasn't supposed to work, but then my body knew what exact time I have to wake up. I woke up at 5:30. Yeah, I woke up at 5:30 and I was like, shit. My body knows it. And then I obviously went back to sleep. I woke up at 7:30 again, like 7:20-ish. And then I was like, you know what, I'm still not well. I was still a little sick. My throat was a lot more groggy than now. So I went back to sleep. I woke up again at 10 o'clock, I think, and I had breakfast. Called the massage place up, and then I booked it, went to the massage because I was also having a really, really bad back and neck pain. So I did that. That was the first day, by the way. I have so much thoughts going on in my head right now. So many thoughts, like how long I can pull this off, how long I can actually work at the company, how long I can deal with this in Frankfurt, because I also I'm in a long distance relationship. My boyfriend lives in Cologne, I live in Frankfurt, which is not so bad. It only takes like 1 hour with the fast track train. Really, it's not so bad, but it's just I have been in this long distance relationship, which I do not like. I like my space. Like whenever I'm alone, my boyfriend's in Cologne, I just automatically get that space for myself, my free time, apart from my relationship, which is great. Not everybody has that. I have that, which is nice, but it can also suck from time to time, especially when I just overwork. I come home, I literally have zero energy to cook or zero energy to do my laundry or whatever. My boyfriend hates laundry anyway, so even if we move in together, I will definitely have to do the laundry because he hates it. But here I go. But he loves cooking, so I'm like, yeah. So that's definitely have been going on in my head. Like we need to find a way that we can move in together. And to be fair, I really like Cologne. Ever since I started dating my boyfriend, I have been going to Cologne a lot, at least once a month, sometimes twice a month on the weekend. And I like the city. I honestly imagine myself living in the city, living in Cologne, making my own friend groups as well. I can imagine that. And now that the job that I do sort of sucks because I almost every day have to do overtime. It varies. Like sometimes I do only 30 minutes, sometimes I do 2 hours, and sometimes I do more than that. And then I can only say I did 2 hours over yesterday because according to the company policy, I'm only allowed to work 2 hours overtime a day. So even if I do 2 hours and a half, 3 hours, even 4 hours, which I did, I cannot put that in the system. So the company doesn't even know that I actually did over 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours overtime. We're understaffed. We're definitely understaffed. I'm not really sure if my company is aware of it, if they know it. I just started working there 5 months ago. What kind of power do I have in the company, you know? Even if I say, hey, we're definitely understaffed, you guys definitely have to hire more people in the team. The chance that it's going to be applied, I think it's very close to zero. This is where I am. Mentally, physically not doing very well up until now. Had to take a sick leave for the first time ever, which I'm very grateful for the fact that I was able to pull it off, because thanks to my boyfriend, he literally pushed me. He literally pushed me like, you gotta do it. Take the sick leave. Be the kind of a person that you deserve, that yourself deserves. And I was like, why not? Just one day, sick leave, one day. And it's not that I'm doing great or anything. I was really worn down yesterday. A lot of thinking is going on in my head. If I ever have to work longer than 6 months, which is a probation period in this company. If not, what else can I do? Am I going to stay in Frankfurt? Am I going to move to Cologne with my boyfriend? Am I going to move in with him? All those different thoughts going on in my head. I'm trying. Next video is probably going to be what I decided on. If I'm going to stay in this company or go somewhere else, another company in Frankfurt or another job in Cologne, I don't know. I've been telling myself this for a long time, but at some point I have to make a decision if I want to stay in Frankfurt longer than 3 years and a half or go somewhere else. The truth is, if I'm very honest with you, with my subscribers, I think the time is coming up. I will probably at some point make a decision to leave Frankfurt. I don't know when that's gonna be, but that's just my gut feeling. I think time's coming up, but nothing is decided yet. I'm definitely gonna come back to give you all the details of all the decisions that I have made. But up until then, please stay safe, take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health as well. I will definitely come back again for some more updates on my life. But stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourself. Promise me that. Take care of yourself, because I will do the same. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.